Sports Chat Place YouTube channel, throughout social media. We will get you out of here well before the top hour. We want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Server Live Free Sports Picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us, Javon Burt's with us, Kevin Thomas, Rod Zawacki, and Jay Briggs. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Briggs, Burt's, Biller a late scratch. Thomas, Zawacki, then I will close this one out. All right, on the board tonight, a couple from the NBA. Couple here, some pretty big games here from the NHL as well. So lots happening tonight in the NHL and NBA playoffs. And, of course, we also have baseball. We still have about 14 games here on the board here for Major League Baseball as the Brewers have took the first game of their series today here against the Cubs. So let's get the show underway. Let's welcome in Jay Briggs. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also part of that morning crew. NBA Jam Session, also very popular. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man?
What's going on? We're going to be talking about the second round here in just a little bit. Jump the gun there on this. But anyway, we're going to be looking at Major League Baseball with Jay today as, we've got the amazing, I guess we're going to call them the Amazing A's. We're going to go way back. This is maybe back in your grandfather's period, Jay. The Oakland A's were called the Amazing A's when they came from nowhere and had a big run in the 70s. They were just a downtrodden team, and all of a sudden they turned into a champion. But to get that far with the fact that they're almost 500, almost got to call them the Amazing A's again. So we got the Marlins Athletics. Athletics laying $1.46. The total sits at 8.
Hey, I think the Oakland A's minus 150 favorite tells you everything you need to know. They are the better. I know that's kind of hard to fathom, as terrible as they were last year. But as we've discussed on these airways many a times, we like to look in the direction of the A's when they have two guys on the mound, Paul Blackburn and J.P. Sears. And, well, I've got J.P.'s on the mound today. I think he's going to have a solid outing. I think that the Oakland A's offense, which has been, has shown up in certain spots better than I thought they would be, at least this season. I like them, man. I know the Marlins kind of have righted the ship a bit here after a terrible, terrible, terrible start to the season. But you could also say they've just played the other worst team in baseball, the Colorado Rockies. So I'm not really going to take too much from the Marlins and from that last series they just played. As of right now, I still think they're 29 of 30 in Major League Baseball. I think there's a ton of value in fading them right now until they show me they can beat good teams, not name the Rockies. I'm on the Oakland A's here in this one. I know taking them as a favorite and laying odds is not a lot of people's favorite thing to do, but I think they're favored by this margin for good reason.
There you go. And, of course, don't forget they also played the Nats, too, right? They had those crazy games against the Nats where their bullpen got trashed there as the Nats pushed across a lot of runs on them. But our friend Ryan Weathers up there, he's getting close to that baseball card, right? ERA was 2, now it's 4.5. Maybe it get to 6. At some point, it's going to get to that 6 ERA, where his baseball card is going the other way, right? We knew he wasn't that type of pitcher to start the season. I've been on him for 3 years, man. The guy is just not very good. But one thing here with this Oakland team is that they're getting the work out of the bullpen, right? That has been the steady Eddie here for this Athletics team. So with the starters, they don't go deep anymore. You're getting a team here with Oakland with 2.44 ERA in their 16 home games.
Yep, and that's been the nail in the coffin for the Marlins. Their bullpen comes in and gives it up all the time. You might be profitable betting Marlins first 5 this season, but full game we know how terrible they are because their bullpen has been terrible. So it is a complete mismatch in the bullpen area today. And, shout out to the Oakland A's, man, playing some really good baseball. 500 baseball, basically.
After this series.
Yeah.
If they win 2 of 3, they're at 500. So if they win all 3, they're going to be over 500. So, yeah, that's like I said, that nickname Amazing A's might come back again the way they've been playing because this team was left for dead. And, this just going across, people saying what might be the worst team ever, but showing some signs here, Jay here. So let's get back to where we're starting here. We're going to take a look at some of these series prices. We're getting some odds now here as we get into the second round of the NBA playoffs. We still got some work to do tonight. We still have some first round games, but we do have some matchups already in the second round that we can kind of look at here, Jay. And we'll bring attention here to the games right now here. The the Knicks and Pacers, I believe, start Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, this is a while. I guess they got to clean up the first round games here because we still got a lot going on here. New York's going to be $2.45. Indiana to take back $2.
Yeah, I believe these series start Monday. Sunday there could be game sevens, either Clippers Mavs game 7 or Magic Cavs game 7 is on Sunday. But if they both are closed out tonight, there'll be no game Sunday, and we'll start fresh round 2 on Monday. Hey, looking at these first two, the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks, man. I thought they played really well in that series. It was a tightly contested series, but I think when you're able to overcome what they overcame in that series, you got to give them credit. To win the series the way they did it, when it was that tightly contested, it's just hats off to them. But me personally, I think Indiana's being a little disrespected. I do. Plus 200? Plus 200? I like the Knicks. I do, man. But Indiana's really good. And I think we saw how their home court was yesterday. Like, the Knicks are not going to be able to take over Indiana in the same way they were able to have that presence in Philadelphia, which I think stole them a game in Philadelphia. I don't think that'll be the case in Indiana. The key in this series is going to be OG Anunoby's defense on Halliburton. We saw the Bucks try to blitz Halliburton. He kind of looked off for a little minute. But, Tony T, right here, right now, give me the plus 200 on Indiana.
Plus 200 on Indiana here from Jay here with the long shot here. Pacers have been playing well. And the Knicks will have home court in that one, but the Pacers getting past the Bucks. Now, Denver, Minnesota plays tomorrow. We do have a line here with the Nuggets 4.5 coming down from 5. I saw an early number 5.5 a few days ago. We knew this matchup for some time right now. So, yeah, this one will begin tomorrow. There will be a game tomorrow, 7 Eastern time, but we'll talk about the series first here. Denver here, home court here. But remember, Minnesota had the top. Again, we're going back to this, what we talked about at the end of the season. Minnesota screwed up the final game. They could have had home court, but they lost to Phoenix in that final game. So Denver has the home court. Denver 205 in the series, Minnesota plus 170.
The Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib, man. I like the Lakers in the last series simply because of, in certain games against the spread, simply because they knew they had to show up because they had been dominated 12 straight games by Denver. So they had to come out and respond. I think here, man, Minnesota kind of beat up on Denver a little bit this season. I think the Nuggets know what's at stake here. I think they defend home court. I like the Nuggets in the series, man. I do. They're the defending champs for a reason. We saw this series last year. Nuggets 4-1 them in the first round. Minnesota has grown up in front of my eyes, and I do think this will be a semi-competitive series. I got Nuggets in 6, though. It's probably how I got this one playing out. We'll see. This is one I think we're gonna have to watch game by game. We're gonna have to see if Minnesota made those necessary adjustments this time around. Anthony Edwards has grown up. We'll see if he's able to take over this series, kind of like he was able last series. I thought last series Anthony Edwards showed that he was by far the best player in that Minnesota-Phoenix series. We all know that is not the case here in this one. Jokic is the clear-cut best player in the series, and see if Minnesota is able to edge them out. I don't think they will be able to.
All right. Of course, we have still some question marks here. Boston faced the winner of Orlando-Cleveland. Game to be determined, odds to be determined. I mean, we expect Boston to be monster favorites no matter who they face because these teams can't win on the road. The question here is, do you bet Boston in a sweep in 5 or maybe even 6?
I think it's going to be Orlando. Y'all already know. I told y'all that I got Orlando for the series, so I got Orlando tonight too. Money line, play the points. I think Orlando gets out of that series, and I think Boston beats them in 6. I think Orlando defends home court. Man, Orlando's stupid, dummy, crazy at home. Were they 31-11 straight up at home this season? That's a hard stat to go against. Really hard stat to go against. The Magic ball out at the crib. Boston, I got them in the finals. I think they're going to, 4-1, 4-2 this next series, 4-1, 4-2 Eastern Conference Finals, and then we'll see if they're able to get over the hump and win their first championship. But Yeah, it's Boston here. I'm probably not touching that series price.
No serious price, but again, looking Boston in 6, giving Orlando a couple shots here to get a game in the series. And of course, OKC. I know you're thinking OKC Dallas. I'm thinking too because the Clippers. they look really. I don't give them a good shot of winning this series. I'm thinking OKC and Dallas should be interesting. We'll see what the odds come out here. If they go, I guess we'll let Jay play the odds maker here. If it's OKC Dallas, how would you see it, and which side would you take if it's not obvious already?
Honestly, if I was the odds maker, I would have Dallas the favorite in the series minus 130-ish range. It's almost a 50-50 series, but I got the Mavs. Is it a little biased? Some of you are going to think that anyway. But I think Luka's just in that era of top-tier players in the league, bro. I think he's the number 2 best player in the league behind Nikola Jokic, and the best time players show up. We were able to see the Thunder Buddies, who I love. Y'all know I love the Thunder Buddies. Thunder Buddies for life. They were able to beat a Pelicans team, kind of a beat-up Pelicans team. The Mavs, man, they're not that. And I think the Mavs actually match up much better with Oklahoma City than New Orleans was able to. I got the Mavs in that series, man. Of course, I got the Mavs closing out the Clippers tonight. And I think the Mavs probably beat the Thunder in 6, man. That's how I see it playing out. So I think my Mavs move on to the Western Conference Finals. We'll probably face the Denver Nuggets, and we'll see how it shakes out then. But it's going to be a hell of a series. Can't wait to watch it. This is probably going to be my favorite series of the entire playoffs, Thunder Mavs. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Excited there for that one. OKC there will have home court. They were the number 1 seed. This may be the coming out party for Shea. Shea hasn't really had that big national stage. This is kind of, we'll see how he handles this stage game, because I think this is going to be his biggest platform I think he's had in his career here in this series.
Yeah, it definitely will be. You know what I mean? I felt like Shea was the best player in his series against the Pelicans. I don't feel like that'll be the case the next round against Luka Doncic and company. So see how it shakes out, man. Thunder, younger team. I don't know if they're really ready for this next jump that's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
The second round looks pretty exciting here. Of course, the fans in New York will like this one because you're going to see this over and over, Jay. I mean, it's going to get you sick, because Reggie Miller works in media. So you're going to always see this Reggie Miller 3-point shot. I don't know, you've probably seen it already in your lifetime. I'm already sick of seeing this. Indiana did nothing. He never did nothing during his time period, but they always show that, and neither did the Knicks. The Knicks didn't really have a lot of success going beyond, because Jordan was always the Pistons were always a roadblock for these New York and Indiana plays. That's why they always highlight the 3-pointers by Reggie Miller. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's going to bring back memories for a lot of the Knicks and Pacer fans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. All right, so there we go, guys. Second round playoffs starting tomorrow, and then we're probably looking at Monday for the rest once we clear up the Clippers and Dallas, Orlando, Cleveland. Might be figures to be a 7-game series the way it looks to me. We'll see how it goes. That one may be the one. I don't give a lot of hope for this Clipper team, especially with the Kawhi situation now. Of course, news with Darvin Ham didn't surprise a whole lot of people. I think Ham's a good coach, but not one of those championship coaches, and that's what they're trying to fish for. It's hard to find him. It's hard to find a championship coach there, Jay, that can win despite the lack of talent.
Hey, I'm in. This is my theory. Lakers draft Bronny. LeBron re-signs. The next head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers will be J.J. Redick. That's how I see it shaking.
They haven't learned their lesson from Steve Nash. They're going to do the Steve Nash 2.0 coming back again. All right. But again, like I said,
it could be Nash or it could be the Steve Kerr. We'll find out. Well, Kerr just spent some time as an assistant, right? You're gonna take him. He's gonna take the Steve Nash path. We'll see how that one works out. I mean, I want the Gundy brothers in there, Stan and Jeff coach, Stan the assistant. I think that's what they need. But again, LeBron pays the bills. I say this all the time. You got an owner who lives on a family trust, doesn't have any revenue stream, so it's very important that she has somebody, LeBron, in there to help pay the bills for the team, because the Lakers have a lot of expenses. And I know they're a successful team, successful organization. When you're doing that, you pay a lot. You pay a lot of bills. And I don't think they want to have to go there and start cutting costs and reducing staff and laying off people, because
when you have this type of payroll and this type of expenses and overhead and the amount of revenue LeBron brings in for the team, it'll take a cut in the revenue if he's not re-signed. So I think there's this kind of pleasing LeBron here to keep him signed. But again, the whole goal is just to pay the bills. That's how I see the Lakers. Is you don't have Jerry Buss in there who has several revenue streams. You got someone who really just living on a family trust, and that's a different philosophy here. Let's bring our guy here who can pay the bills, and I think that's kind of what they're looking here with the Lakers. Heck, if the guy can play to 50, they'll keep him to his 50. That's as long as he pays the bill. Some folks think LeBron to New York. That's possible, but I just think the Bronny train. The Lakers have 3 first-round picks. I believe they have, and that may be one for basically just trying to secure Bronny there. All right, Jay, let everybody know what's going on over at. You got something else?
No.
All right, let everybody know what you got going over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. Big card from baseball, 15-game card. Couple on the NBA, couple on the ice as well. Hey, your Stars looking for the closeout in Vegas. 2,765 units of profit in NBA we have going over at the site.
Money Making Friday. I got 5 plays in total. You guys can scoop them all up over at Pick Dogs Premium, mixed of all sports tonight or whatever you want. I got for you all 3 sports in action. So you can scoop them all up, Pick Dogs Premium, or best thing to do on a Money Making Friday, hop on a 3-day pass. Get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Everything that I have, every sport combined, all in one package, one low price, man. Or pair me up with one of the great guys here at Pick Dogs Premium, or multiple of us, and let us help you make some money over an extended period of time. You can scoop up the NBA Player of the Day, or you can join the All Access Club, man, which is for the bigger bettors out there. Plenty of things that you can do. If you're thinking about the All Access Club, the number for that is 775-636-7674. Text my guy Costi, and he'll figure out a time to talk and figure out if the package is for you.
All right, guys, again, we're with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs, which is a great result in the NBA. Long-term pass, the way to go. I know you guys like that 3-day pass here on a Friday. Way to roll there with Jay Briggs. Of course, Jay, you also have your All Access for those big bettors.
Yes, sir. You guys need to check it out, man. Playoffs, I think we've been kind of chopping wood here in the playoffs. Playoffs is tough, man, but we've had a tremendous NBA season, and the All Access Club is really a longer-term investment, so, of course, we're rolling it over into next season. We have baseball. Costi's been hiding baseball to keep you guys hungry, keep you guys satisfied over the summer, but this is a longer-term investment. We're going to be ready to rock and roll for the NBA regular season, and, of course, playoffs still don't end until June, so we basically got a whole nother month on top of that. Still plenty of time left to attack the NBA this season. If you want to join, you should text the number.
That's right. Text the number and get signed up. All right, Jay. I just want to make note here. This is an Olympic year, and they will introduce 3-on-3 basketball to the Summer Olympics. Jimmer Fredette will be on the roster for Team USA this year. So 3-on-3 basketball makes its a debut here in the Summer Olympics in 2024.
I think that's pretty cool. The big thing, though, to watch coming out of the Olympics this season, though, is the relationships that some of these players form. Remember, Curry, LeBron, and KD, this is the first time since 2005 where none of them will be featured in the second round of the playoffs. I would not be surprised if these boys linked up during the Olympics and hooped. And then you say, you know what? Forget these young boys trying to take the league from us. You know what? Y'all want to take the league back over? Let's team up. Hey, I'm just saying, we've seen crazier things happen coming out of the Olympics, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some buddy-buddy going on this summer.
That's right. No doubt about that before it all comes out. Of course, at that point, that does play Bronny into play because the draft will be before the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll see how that all plays out. All right, Jay, have a great night. We'll catch up with you tomorrow on the morning show.
Yes, sir. See y'all in the morning, 9 a.m., Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. There we go, 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys check us out. Got plenty of baseball, got some hockey, and one NBA, so should be a good show. Make sure you tune in.
Tune in indeed. All right, Jay, have a great night. We'll catch you tomorrow. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. We'll continue here on the show, guys. Now it's time for our chat pick of the day. We need a chat to bounce back today. The game you have is Cavaliers and Magic. If you like the Cavs, it's letter A. The Magic is letter B. Over 200 is C, under 200 is D. That's our chat pick of the day. So get the picks coming in, guys. Looking to bounce back here from tonight here. We're already getting one in already tonight. We'll go ahead and start calculating the picks, and we'll recap them tomorrow. I think the chat is 110 of their past 15. Looking to bounce back after yesterday. on the Sixers. Didn't come through. Knicks eliminate the Sixers. We're already seeing some coming. A lot of, let's see, already coming in here. B. How many? 4 Bs already. I'm seeing 1A. We got another B coming in. We got a D. We got a C and a D. And we have here 3 Bs. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9-1 right now for the Magic. 6-1. It's 10-1. 11-1. This looks like a pounding here again. 11-1 already as the picks are coming in here. A lot of them liking the Orlando Magic. I can't argue that one whatsoever. So one-sided so far. We just got another one in right now for Cleveland. So one more on the Cleveland side, but it's 11-2 now. Orlando chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Time now to welcome in Javon Birchall. Catch him over at Pick Dog Spin. Bring Javon in right now, ready to roll here with NBA. Here we go. What's up, Javon?
What's going on, Tony? How are you?
Doing all right. I was just thinking about Jay and you. You got your teams might clash. We could see Celtics Mavericks.
I doubt it, but okay.
All right. He doubts it. I like that. All right, here we go. Rangers and Royals going head-to-head here. We see the Royals $1.14, total 8.5.
Yeah, and I'm on the Kansas City Royals. We got 2 teams that I wouldn't say going in opposite directions, but you got a favorable matchup with basically picking prices as far as I'm concerned. You got the better pitcher on the mound by far, and Brady Singer. He had a bad outing 2 starts ago, but bounced back nicely with 5-inning, 1-run performance. Meanwhile, you got good old Michael Lorenzen on the mound, and what we've done with him in the past. We faded him. And true to form, he's starting to regress again. Gave up 5 runs last game, and the previous start before that gave up 3. So, looking like it's gonna be the good old fadeable, reliable, bet against pitcher in Michael Lorenzen. You have a Rangers team who, they won the championship last year, but they're basically a 500 team at this point. They haven't really put it together. They have injuries, on their pitching staff that's been costly. Not having Jacob deGrom is a big is a big one. Even though they survived without him in the playoffs last year to win the World Series, but it's just one of those things where you have a young team in the Kansas City Royals, 12-5 at home, with their ace on the mound and a better bullpen. So sign me up for the Royals.
All right, we got Javon here signed up for the Royals here at -112. Yeah, better bullpen. When you look at the Rangers bullpen on the road, ERA over 6. And Singer has been solid. I mean, not just this year. When the Royals were bad, he was winning at home. I mean, you look at the record behind him, 23-12 at home the past 3 seasons. That means a lot of wins picked up when the Royals were down.
Yeah, he was basically the only starter that you could put your money on as far as the Kansas City Royals went, in certain situations. So yeah, I can't agree with you more.
There we go, Javon here on the Royals here at -112. And I asked Jay in the last segment about of course, Celtics. We know in the second round we'll be looking at the Cleveland or Orlando. The question is Boston in question mark in 4, 5, 6. I doubt anyone would think it goes 7. What would you think? Whoever they face, would it make a difference?
Whoever they face. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really make a difference either way. I will say that in the regular season they did have some sort of trouble with Cleveland at Cleveland. They did drop a game in Orlando, but with Orlando, they're more defensive oriented than anything else. So as long as the Celtics just do whatever they want to do on offense, there's really not much Orlando should be able to do with the Celtics. Cleveland, they're scary. They're taller. They got the two-headed monster in the paint. With Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, but there's no Porzingis, for the foreseeable future, so it could give the Celtics some problems, in the paint. But I think that one would go maybe like 1 or 2 games more, maybe to 6. So yeah. But either way, I wouldn't be calling for an upset in either of those matchups.
Your thoughts on the news tonight with the Lakers, of course, parting ways with Ham. Of course, the news comes as soon as they fire the coach. This news comes out, so he's probably got out of the hat here. Lakers to draft Bronny, and of course, the Lakers looking for a LeBron-friendly coach and JJ Redick. I don't know about. I mean, what are your thoughts here hearing some of this come out?
Right, the scapegoat. I mean, what else can you say? It's just that's it. It's just a scapegoat. It's not the coach that listen, this is a poorly constructed team as far as a championship level team. They want to talk about the Lakers as if they're a championship caliber team, and they're not. They are who we saw they were, who we thought they were. A playing squad. It is what it is. So I know the NBA and the general public and the media, they like to push the Lakers narrative. They, regardless of who they have, but not really much more to say about them guys. And with the LeBron and Bronny factor, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's just to put butts in seats and get the revenue up and to keep LeBron.
Yep, that's all it's all about there. All right, Javon here on the Royals, laying the 112 here against the Rangers tonight, 7:40 Eastern time. That's right, you see it right. The Royals here on May 3rd are favored against the defending champions. And a lot can change in a month, man. In baseball, a lot can change. There we go.
Oh yeah, hey, listen, a lot could change in a week.
That's right.
Let alone a month.
That's right. All right. Let's take a look over at Pick Dog here for tonight's action. Of course, we got baseball on the board. Nice 14 games remaining here in baseball. We got 2 on the ice. Of course, Joe don't get in the ice. Actually, we got 1 on the ice. We're figuring here his Bruins in action tonight. No, tomorrow they're in action. That big game 7. That's right. Today's the Western games. But we also have a couple in the NBA. Of course, Javon enjoying a great past the year here for past 3 days at 1,149 units of profit. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a 5-pack going on with 2 NBA plays for the playoffs, game 6s, and I got 3 MLB plays in that 5-pack. I also got a 3-pack in the MLB. Got some standalone action in both the NBA with those plays and the MLB plays. Some plus money action going on. So you already know what it is. Having a good 30 days, actually good 60 days, because March and April were pretty good. So just looking to keep it rolling. And on the plus side in the NBA and MLB, dropped a couple in the MLB. But I've been hitting enough plus money plays, this season to where I'm still in the plus side. Not the wins and losses. 2 games below 500, but still on the plus side. So that should tell you something about how I do things in Major League Baseball. So check me out on something long term: 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. Also match me with one of the other handicappers for the 2-for-1 Capital Emotional. You can't go wrong here at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get indeed with John Burt's over at Pick Dog Premium. See the great results over the last 3 days. Long-term pass, the way to go. 1 month pass will take you into June 2nd. A lot of playoff action there, 2nd, 3rd round coverage and all the baseball. And of course, use the promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. Right, Javon, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you on the drive-thru on Monday, but we always catch you on the weekend shows here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The weekend shows popping. I'm on there Saturday and Sunday giving out free picks, and still doing the video shorts. So you're gonna get a lot of action from me, a lot of free picks.
A lot of free picks from Javon, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications for the notification of the live show Javon will be part of on the weekends and those shorts. All right, Javon, have a great night. We'll catch up with you Monday here in the drive-thru.
Absolutely. Have a great night. See you on Monday.
See you on Monday. Javon Burt's here on the drive-thru. We'll continue here on the show, guys. Let's take a look at our chat pick of the day. The chat, it's all one-sided here. Now, you guys are picking this game like it's over already. If you like the Cavs, +4, it's A. Magic, -4 is B. Over 200, C. Under 200 is D. Magic right now pulling away 14 on the Magic, 2 on the Cavs. It has been all Orlando Magic here on the chat pick of the day. So keep these picks coming in. We'll recap at the end of the show. April Montgomery coming in here with the Magic here laying the 4. So that takes us now up to 15-2. It's all one-sided action here today. Another one here for the Magic, 16. another one here coming in for the Magic. It's now 17-2. This is going on. I think this is one of the largest spreads that we've had. 1/1 total as well. Let's continue here on the drive through. Kevin Thomas up next. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also with a video series here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. So we'll bring Kevin in right now with baseball coverage out west. We'll get him in right now. Kevin, what's happening? You're on mute there, Kev. Still have you there?
Can you hear me now?
No, now we can hear you now. It's good because I had to move the chains here. All right, we got you set to go here. Going to baseball here out west tonight as we've got the Padres and Diamondbacks going head to head here. Close line here. Padres $1.10, total of 9.
Well, 9, okay. Tony.
Yeah, you're coming in and out again. You there?
We're going to look at this total of 9.
Yeah, we can't hear you. We're hearing you intermittently. I don't know if it's your wire. I don't know if you're using wireless products there, but you're coming in intermittently. Yeah, there's no sound.
My computer.
Now we hear you. So now we hear you talking. You there? Yeah. Something sounds like if you're using some sort of wireless device, it just sounds like it's intermittent, coming and going. Yeah, now we don't hear.
Phone off.
Yeah, we don't hear a thing. It's just like intermittent. Every 5 or 10 seconds, we're hearing your voice. Sometimes those wireless.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you now. Yeah.
I'm gonna go right to the speaker.
Okay.
We're good.
Good.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
wireless devices. Yeah.
We're the NL West. We got the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks are pretty much having their World Series hangover still at 14-18, sitting roughly in fourth in the NL West. So this is a huge game, as we pretty much all have the Dodgers penciled in as winning the NL West. The Padres at 16-18 still think they have a shot, but it's not going to be about winning the West. These guys are playing because who's going to win the wild card spot. That's how I have it right now. And on the mound today, we got Dylan Cease, and the guy was pitching like a Cy Young winner until he met my Phillies, but he still had a great game, 6 hits, but he gave up 5 earned runs, and that is average up to like 2.8. So that means he had an average of about 1.2 prior to that, and that's in 6 starts. So that's pretty good. And if you know Dylan, the veteran, he's going to want to bounce back here. Both teams offer rest, so the bullpens are good to go. And then on the other side, we got this kid Slade. I'm going to say his name wrong, Saloni. I mean, the kid in 2 games looks rock solid. He's filling in for Zach Gallen, so that's huge that he's pitching really well for them right now too. The problem for Arizona is runs. Their last 5, they're averaging 2.4 runs in their last 5 games. So I love the under here of 9. It could end at 9. But if I'm going to throw a little extra money on it, I'm going to roll it with the Padres just because Dylan had such a mediocre performance against the Phillies. He's giving up 6 hits. The 5 earned runs, that's the problem. But the 6 hits, he's still doing really good with the strikeouts and stuff too. So I'm going to ride with the under 9 and small lean on the Padres -110.
All right, on the show, we got Kevin here on the Padres D-backs under 9, and of course, lean on the Padres side. Yeah, the Arizona had just been really struggling here hitting the baseball. Against right-handed hitters, or pitchers, I should say, just 213, putting up 3.5 runs a game. Remember, this was a Diamondbacks team that was pretty much dead and buried last year until September. They had that big run there, I believe late August, September. The bullpen kind of carried it. The bullpen was pitching out of the lights out here. But again, maybe this is who the Diamondbacks are. You know, they had that just 2 good months, and pretty much the rest of the year was just kind of trading wins and losses.
Yeah, the small ball, because they're not a powerful hitting team. They're getting on base and stealing a lot of bases, but if you can't get on, you can't steal. And I think their bullpen right now is in the top 10. I think they're 3.58 ERA. So San Diego is going to have their work cut out, but I think both these pitchers go 6 solid, strong innings. And I love closer. I talk about him all the time on the show. Suarez, I think he's a gem right there. So they can get to him. San Diego's going to win this game.
There we go. We got Kevin here. Padres D-backs under 9. This one tonight, 9:40 Eastern time. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at Pick Doctor for tonight's action. NBA on the board with a couple on the ice as well. 14 games still on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
The only thing I got going right now is NBA action. That 76ers game ended about midnight where I'm at, so I woke up late, made sure I got some NBA in there, and we'll be back to baseball, hockey tomorrow. We'll get a bunch of picks up tomorrow for that. But tonight, just one solid top premium pick in NBA on the Magic, that game, so you can still get on that while their time lasts. Hey, but I do have a fun fact for you. I listed a lot of sports and the trivia and stuff. The Colorado Rockies are the first team since 900 to be losing every game this season. All 31 games they have been losing at. I mean, they won 7, but they were losing at one point in every one of their games. They never had a lead in any of their 31 games. It's a new record, so we might start seeing props on that.
Yeah, no fertility record there for the Rockies. Just a struggle there, just trying to find pitchers, people that want to play there. It's a tough spot there to play in Colorado. You know, people say, well, they shouldn't play baseball in Colorado. The problem is they got a pretty good fan base over there. That's one of the reasons they went to Denver, is because they support the product. They have pretty good, you know, once you get into May, the weather gets a little better because, you know, we've seen some snow over there in April sometimes over there. But it's a good weather state, good weather city in the summer, and not too hot. It is, you know, they get the mild temperatures there, so people come out and see them. So they got to find pitchers that can keep that ball down. You know,
that is correct. And a lot of like guys like me that like to go to games. That's where you get a chance to go and get a home run off the opposing team, one of their all-stars, and get that thing signed and make it worth your while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One of the reasons I think Trevor Bauer is playing in Mexico City is to show the Rockies that he can pitch in high elevation, because that's 2,000 feet higher than it is there in Colorado.
Yeah, I know. I can't. I know. I mean, how hard? What was he in trouble for that no one wanted to take a chance on him? I mean, the fact that he came back. I know, like, a lot of the Philly fans were suggesting him, and a lot of people were saying, no, we don't need that here. So I wasn't really keen on him or following him too tight. Yeah,
his last case was not it. He's had 2 other prior cases when he was in Cleveland. Those are the 2. I think
yes.
It's just the volume of them that happened. Not just this one, we know, but he's had 2 other different situations that were just kind of like, first 2, okay, we're going to give benefit of doubt. Third one now, I don't know. So that's kind of where it is. Third strike.
Trade deadline. If he's doing good, we'll take.
Oh, he's a free agent. He doesn't. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. He's pitching in Mexico City right now. He just broke a record for the most. I think he had 14 strikeouts in 6 innings. In Mexico City. Yeah. And like I said, it's 2,000 feet higher than it is in Colorado, so that's something to keep an eye on there. All right, Kev, we'll catch you. Everybody know about your video series. We catch you over at Pick Dogs.
Every day, put out a video, MLB, NBA. Hopefully soon we can start getting some WNBA out there. Last year, 62% WNBA. You can still get my NBA tonight, 3-day, 7, 30-day packages, the 2-4 cappers. I mean, any capper you part me, I think I'm probably the bottom guy right now. I mean, you have 2 or 3 bad days, you're already at the bottom. So that tells you a lot about all the great guys over here, and the tons of money can be made. And I signed up for Sunday's show, so you'll see me Sunday with a bunch of these guys over there talking sports. So
check it out. All right, big news today is that WNBA begins their preseason tonight. But you have to watch. You got to buy the WNBA League Pass, because the preseason games are not nationally televised. Or find some wild feed somewhere. I know. I'm sure there's some you can find out there in the wild, right? All right, Kev. We know all about the wild.
There
you go. There you go. Caitlin makes her debut tonight with the Indiana team. WNBA preseason starts tonight. All right, Kev. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week.
See you. Thank you.
Got it. Kevin Thomas here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. Let's take a look at the chat. Pick of the day. All right. It's a one-way street here, guys. It's pretty much settled. 17 on the Magic, 2 on the Cavaliers. If you like the Cavs, +4 is letter A. Magic -4, letter B. Over 200 is C. Under 200 is D. We do have 2 on the over, 1 on the under. We got another one, Ron, coming in here with the Magic, so that takes us now to 18-2. We can't really find another Cavs here. It's been a while here, so keep these picks coming in the chat. Pick of the day, and if you've already voted for the chat pick of the day, you can also put in your show pick, and we'll recap it here at the end of the show. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Rod Zawacki up next. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Prim, going to one of the bigger matchups of the weekend. This weekend, I don't want to say a preview of the playoffs or NLCS. We've been saying that it never happens. So we'll bring him in right now. We're getting Rod Zawacki ready to roll. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, and yeah, that's what everybody says, right? It's always, it's going to be an NL preview. We'll see the Braves and the Dodgers, and they never meet up. One of them always gets
One of them always gets knocked out, or they both get knocked out like last year, right?
They both get knocked out. Yeah, we don't see either of them. So, but big matchup this weekend between these two.
Yeah, out here, weather should be nice. The weather should be nice out here in the spring, so we're going to have some nice spring temperatures here. Braves and Dodgers. Dodgers $7, total of 9.
Yeah, and you look at this matchup tonight, you've got both teams off of a day of rest on the second, so coming in here with both teams rested, ready to go for this one. And look, Charlie Morton getting the start for the Braves. He's 3-2 in his last 5 starts with a 2.4 ERA. And he averages about 6 innings of work as Martin this over that 5-stretch run. And you look Gavin Stone on the other side for the Dodgers, and he's 3-2 with a 2.6 ERA, and he averages about 5 innings of work. And both teams hitting. Right-handed pitching at about 265 are the Braves. Dodgers at about 261. So almost dead even there in lots of categories of hitting. But when you come down to it late, which is what I think is what happens in this game, I actually like the over 9. I think we see some runs. I don't think either of these starting pitchers equate to who wins this actual game. I think they both get a no decision. And it comes down to the bullpens late. With, as I said, both the Braves and the Dodgers can get some hits in this one. Enough to get up and over the 9. But I like the Braves bullpen. They are by far the better pen rolling in this one. It's by a 2 ERA difference, the Braves pen to the Dodgers pen. And also, the Braves are 11-0 in the last 11 night games versus the NL West. I think coming into here, I'm going to take the Braves. This opened at a nice plus money, and it's come up to a minus 101. Yeah, give me the Braves in this coin flip price to strike first. Braves 8-2 in the game ones of a series. So give me the Braves in this one.
All right, we got Rod Zawacki here. You're going to go here and go ahead and take the Braves in this spot. Of course, this Atlanta team is here on the road. It opened up here in Seattle. You know, they took the final game of the series, but this is the one they were pointing at. This is the game I think they were pointing at. Don't get too caught up in those Seattle results. I think this is the one they're looking at, and I'm with you there on the over. The Dodgers have gone over against these NL teams that can score like 8-1. So this I'm with you there on the high scoring.
Yeah, crazy high scoring where we've seen lots of runs, and I think that's what you get here. Everybody's so far what I'm seeing, a lot of people humping on the under, and I'm like, nah. No, not a good spot for an under. Both teams are rested. They both had a day off, and they're both chomping at the bit. And these pitchers are definitely prone to giving up the runs. But we've seen Stone versus Morton, or we didn't see Stone, but when Stone pitches, he definitely loves to give up the run. His 3 wins have come by the way of getting a whole lot of run support, because he doesn't go very deep in these games. So he gives up the runs early. We know what Stone can do, and this Braves bats are ready to explode. You can't keep them down for.
And a lot of
you can't keep them down for long.
And don't forget that the Braves just came off series back-to-back against Cleveland and Seattle. These are 2 teams with some of the best bullpens in the baseball.
Best bullpens in baseball, and you look at the bullpen, it's a dumpster fire. And also the Dodgers just got off. They had 1 day off back home. Look how long they just came off of a 9-game road trip. This is one of those spots that I like to fade teams that first game back at home off of one of these long road trips. You know how long that road trip was? It was almost a 2-week road trip. That first day off was that they had. It felt like nothing. So I think you get some tired Dodgers here who might not be so focused on this game 1. Whereas just as Tony alluded to, Don't take any interest in what the Seattle was. The Braves were ready to take on the Dodgers. Who doesn't love beating up on the Dodgers? Teams get up for beating up on the Dodgers.
and that doesn't play to the power of the Braves. That stadium in Seattle does not play to the power of the Braves either.
It does not. No. But this place in LA does. I love the Braves here. I might even thinking about the extended minus the 1.5 here. I think you can get a good plus price on it if you really want to take the reverse. I think the Braves can easily win by 2.
Yeah, because it will be, because remember the Braves will get 9 at bats, so it's a little different there. So, but you'll still get a good price there. Because I know the Dodgers will plus 183, but they won't get the last at bat if they're winning. But the Braves will get all 9 at bats. So we'll see how that.
Exactly. So I think you probably could find almost 2-1 on your money for the Braves on the run line. I think.
There you go. Something to consider there from Rod. All right, Rod. Before we get the bonus, let's take a look at. We're hitting the witching hour. Let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Prim for tonight's action. Rod has been on a tear here the last 7 days. 1,286 units of profit. All documented over at Pick Dodge Prim last 7 days. We have going over at the site.
Yeah, over at the site tonight, I've got all 3 sports rolling. We've been rolling it on all 3 sports. NBA has been the hottest, 9-2 in the last 11 on it. You can scoop up my NBA blank check singly, or I also got my 10-star play of the day. We're 27-16 on it over our last 40-something. MLB has been winning money as well. So it's Friday. You know what that means. It's Steak Friday. You get all my plays that I got rolling today in that Steak Friday package. Or we're going for my 3rd straight winning weekend where we've won Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The last 2 weekends we've won Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So your 3-day pass is the way to go. Jump aboard. Join me. You know I get Monday's action in early. So 3-day pass is really a 4-day pass. Use that promo code PICK at checkout and join me as we continue to crush the books.
Crush the books with Rod Zwacky over at Pick Dodge Premium. You see how Rod's been on a tear right now. You can see it. 1,286 units of profit. Go long term with Rod. That's the way to roll. Use the promo code PICK at checkout to save that 15% off. All right, Rod. Do you have any bonuses for everybody?
Bonuses tonight. We're going to go with in my NHL sniper play. We're going for trying to hit our 6th straight. So not only even prop play has been hot. We're going to the Canucks taking on Nashville in Nashville tonight. And we're going to go with Brock Besser to get an anytime goal. He is today's NHL sniper play of the day, going for our 6th straight there. He's lit the lamp 5 times this series. I think he gets another one here tonight against Nashville. Brock Besser, anytime goal in that one.
There you go, from Rod Zawacki with his play for you guys here on the drive-thru. All right, Rod, of course, WNBA. People were asking about your WNBA money. They're getting ready for it. We're probably about a week away. They move fast here. The preseason starts tonight in WNBA.
May 4th, we've got about 11 days, I think. May 14th is the first regular season day of this WNBA campaign. I was going to check it out. There was a game in Edmonton preseason. Tomorrow night is the game. It was Seattle. I'm not sure. I think they're playing the Starks. I want to say LA and Seattle in Edmonton tomorrow night, May 4th. I'm quite sure was I seeing some tickets advertising Seattle. I want to say Seattle and the Sparks in Edmonton.
Seattle and Sparks in
the
Edmonton.
only Canada date I believe this year.
The only for the WNBA. Let's see what we got here. Okay, tonight we've got preseason action here with the Fever going to be laying 3 against. Fever Dogs Wings laying 3 against the Fever, and we've got here the Lynx laying 8 against the Sky, and tomorrow we've got Storm 10.5 against the Sparks.
Yeah, see 10.5. Yeah, take the points there. 10.5 in a preseason game? No, that's way too many. Don't be laying 10.5 points with any team in the WNBA in a preseason game. That they'll be on minute restriction teams. They won't be playing. You're not going all out. It's just getting the legs warm and getting your shooting behind you. Take some dogs in the WNBA preseason, especially a 10. Not a double-digit favorite I'm not laying a double-digit favorite.
Kaylin's getting 3 tonight. I think she's getting 3 tonight at Dallas in the WNBA.
I like a money line. I think she comes out here in her debut and gets herself a win.
There you go, from Rod Zawacki. WNBA look ahead here.
She'll be pumped. You know, even preseason or not, she doesn't care. Kayla's be ready to roll.
Oh, rookies,
put it on her minutes restricting. I don't know, but she'll definitely be ready to go.
I mean, they don't waste time. No summer league, none of that. Just come on, here's training camp, and
No,
here you go.
you get a few, yeah, you get a few preseason games, and then that's it, right into it. Like I said, May 14th, they get right back at her. So definitely we'll be back with the WNBA on the regular.
Getting ready here for the 14th. A lot of national TV games for the Indiana Fever. We'll keep featuring Cutting Clark, and of course we'll be covering here at Pick Dogs, documented here. I know the line service we're using here.
That's huge for the WNBA when you see Caitlin Clark joining it, because it gets more people to watch, right?
Yeah.
Gets more people involved, which as we see this year coming up, we'll have more televised games, which brings more interest to WNBA. It's kind of like the NHL did with their first season of their the women's hockey, and I think that went over huge.
Yeah.
As you said, we see arenas that were full, like jam packed, just for women's hockey.
Yeah.
It was more the expectation. What they expected, it exceeded the expectation of what they expected, and the WNBA is slowly growing up this way as well. So
yeah, PWHL, that was a thing. It's a smaller league, which it concentrates the talent. We'll see how it goes when it expands. If there's enough talent, not to water it down too much.
That's the thing. As long as you don't expand too far, exactly, so you get the watered down product. Yeah, and nobody wants that watered down product.
No, that's good. That's a decision. We got to make sure it's quality. All right, Rod. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you on the drive on Monday. We'll catch with you on the weekends, and we'll catch that video series as you go get those hockey picks up.
Definitely check out the hockey videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, and you flip on that notification bell. That way you get notified when all of that news content drops. Definitely got 2 hockey games covered over on the site archive. Only 1 game tomorrow, but it's a big game 7. Big game 7 tomorrow. Excited.
April coming in says she got the money. She got earlier the Braves lay the run and a half here, plus 250 earlier. That's pretty good there.
See?
Wow. That's a nice one.
That's right. Didn't I say over 2 times your money? Love it. Take the run line. Take
That's
the reverse
nice one there.
Extendo run line on the Braves. 2 times your money.
You got it. All right, Rod. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you Monday here on the drive-thru.
You as well, Tony. Good luck with your bets, everybody, tonight. Crush it. Have yourself a good weekend. Let's get it. See you guys on Monday.
Rod Zawacki here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Let's wrap up this chat today. It's all one-way action, all one way. Big margin of victory here for the Magic. Cavs at Magic. Now the Magic, we're going to give you the 4 because it's moving to 4.5. There's still 4s in some places. Allen's not going to play here, the big man. So this kind of reminds me of the old school NBA, where the team that's up 3-2 and has home court in Game 7 just kind of surrenders. You know what I mean? This has a feel for me of a game like that where that might happen. Allen is not playing. No Jerome, no Porter, no Wade for Cleveland. If you like the Magic, it's laying 4. It's B. Cavs plus 4 is A. Over 200 C, under 200 D. We got 2 on the over, 1 on the under, and we have 18 on the Magic, 2 on the Cavaliers. We got another one here on the Magic that takes us to 19. So it's all one way here in Magic chat pick of the day. Let's get to the recap. I'm sorry, let's get to my pick. Let's get to recap, and we'll get my pick in there as well before we close out the chat pick of the day. So let's get to the recap screen right now, and we will get you the plays. We started off with Jay. Athletics laid the $1.46. Jovan on the Royals laying $1.12. Kevin on Padres. D-backs under 9. Rod likes the Braves here, minus 105. I'll take the Clippers. Yes, I'll be on that. I'll be the guy. I'll be that guy that takes the Clippers here, plus the 8 to carry against the Dallas Mavericks. The one I like the most, that Royals looks pretty good to me with Brady Singer on the mound. We'll take the all side there with Javon, and that will lead us now to my game here tonight. Here, Clippers and the Lakers going. I'm sorry, Clippers. Lakers and the mine here. Right, we only wish it could be Clippers Lakers. I know the league would wish it was, but Clippers and Mavericks going head to head here, and it's going to be for me the Clippers here. The points, going to take the points here. Clippers looking to avoid the closeout situations. And listen, the Clippers in the 2 road games here in Dallas have averaged about 114 points per 100 possessions. That's what Dallas has averaged at home in this series. So the Clippers have been fairly competitive. They put up some points here in Dallas. They shot well in Dallas. I expect this bounce back here from this Clipper team. 8 points is a lot for me. I'll take it. I'll take the 8 here with the LA Clippers here against the Dallas Mavericks. All right, guys, check out Pick Dog Stream. I got a best bet on the board tonight. Also, I have 3-pack from baseball, so get on board. Also, get on board with my long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my pre-and plays for that time period. Select when you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code Pick It, check out, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, let's continue here on the drive. Let's go ahead and recap the chat pick of the day. It's unanimous here, pretty much, almost unanimous, I would say. It's all Magic. Magic 19, Cavs 2. So chat pick of the day will be the Orlando Magic laying the 4. All right, now is the time, guys, to go ahead and put in your show pick. Put your show pick into the chat and read it off before we close it out. That's going to do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure you guys tune in again here Monday live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. We'll get our plays for you in real time. Remember, the Pacers Indiana game 1 will be on Monday, and we'll give out the plays for you in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show on the weekends, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We got Jay hosting with a lot of the cappers. I'll be there tomorrow as well. And don't forget all the great video series here. Mitch's 7 Picks in 5 minutes. His Betting Tools Show, his roundtable discussions with the professionals. Jay's Jam Session, a pick from every game from the NBA. Of course, Chris goes around the league from the NBA. Also, there's Nerfies, home run props as well here from Chris. And of course, Rod Zawacki, A to Z coverage from the NHL, a pick from every game on the board here for you guys. We also have Kevin Thomas with this video series. We've got also Dana Lane against the public betting, all access with Big Al McBordy, Costy sharp trading plays. Mills, his UFC rundowns up there for the big UFC 301 card tomorrow, as well as his prop shop. And of course, we've got our man Brad Francis with his short videos, his parlay shorts. Javon with his parlay shorts as well. Nerfies also with Brad Francis. So many video series out here, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. So you're live with us. All right, let's take a look for the show pick today, guys. We got Rich87 likes the Mets. That looks to be the play for him. Also, let's see what we've got in here. Rich likes we said the Braves. Mariners, money line for Ron Crawford. Bo Dunn, Vancouver. Let's cash here, Vancouver here in the spot. What else do we have here tonight here with the show picks? April Montgomery, the show pick. She likes Rod Zawacki's pick with the Braves. We got Lando 86. We've got his best pick over 5.5 Dallas and VJK. He's going to throw beer money on Strankoven. Anytime goal plus 360 from Lando 86. David Kleiner, I believe here. O's money line, even money. Rod, Andrew McCutcheon, home run plus 575 there from Rod. What a monster there. Chris White Thunder, Mariners plus 104 is his show pick tonight. And what do we have here? Dennis Finley, his show pick. Padres and Diamondbacks over 9. And also, let's see what we got here. Tidal Pete, Magic minus 4. Let's see what else we have here before we close it out. That's a question mark there from somebody that I don't think we'll call that a pick when they put the question mark next to it. Let's see here. Dennis Finley likes Orlando as well. Let's see here. What else we got? All right, last call, guys, for the show picks before we lock it up. Clyde Drexler coming in. Baltimore Orioles money line. That's a good one there. All right, that's going to do it for our show, guys. Also, Fernando likes the pick here in Cavs and Rangers there from Fernando Mendoza in there as well. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight. I'm going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again.